Hi guys, so yesterday we got a big update to Fortnite which added a lot of new cosmetics and a couple important changes that I'm really excited about and want to talk about in this video. First of all, probably the most exciting part of the update for most people was the release of the new Music Pass. For those of you who are crew subscribers, when you log into the game after updating, you will immediately receive the first cosmetic of the pass, which happens to be none other than the infamous Hatsune Miku. Well, Neko Hatsune Miku to be more specific. Neko means cat in Japanese, so it's easy to see why she's called Neko as she has big cat ears on her hat. Now, if you don't know, Hatsune Miku is a character that originated here in Japan, I believe in 2007. She is basically the mascot character for the Vocaloid software, which is a program that uses AI to create singing voices. Users can input melodies and lyrics into the software, and Miku then sings the songs for you. Users can choose from a variety of different voices other than Miku, for example, Kaito and Luka. But Miku is by far the most famous. Hundreds of artists out there write music specifically for Miku to sing, and it's practically its own genre of music. But I'm sure most of you know all of this already. Now, I'm not the biggest Miku fan, but I do like some of her music. I've got several Miku songs in my iPhone. I especially love her song Tell Your World. But also she's got great songs like Black Rock Shooter and Melt. But I'm not necessarily what you would call a Miku fan. But even so, I gotta say the skin looks incredible. The color scheme is especially eye-catching. That light blue with the pink is just one of my favorite color matches in general. And even her hair has that look, which I think is just absolutely beautiful. Even just looking at this skin alone, I can say that the pass is worth the purchase. But clearly this is not the only cosmetic in the pass. So let's go ahead and look at what else is included. So as I mentioned, if you're a Fortnite crew member, then you get full access to the pass for free. If not, then the Music Pass costs 1,400 V-Bucks. As I said, Hatsune Miku's Neko skin alone makes it worth the purchase in my opinion. But if you're not a fan, there are still other nice things in the pass. First of all, if you don't purchase the pass at all, there are a few things that you can still unlock for free. So the first one that is free is going to be this jam track, Cherry Cordial. Nice sounding song. The next one is going to be this Shamisen Electric, which is actually in the game categorized as a bass guitar. I think that's a little bit strange. Just knowing the sound of the shamisen is not exactly bass sounding. It does have fewer strings than, for example, an acoustic or electric guitar, so it's similar to a bass in that regard, but the sound is quite different from a bass, so I'm really surprised to see it categorized as such in the game. The next free reward is the Dexting Jam track. Okay. And then we have the Paper Lantern Aura. It's not bad. Okay. Moving on, the next free reward is going to be the First Person Jam track. And then we have the Break emote, which actually I think this is pretty cute. Okay, that's not a bad emote considering it's completely free. The next free reward is going to be Not Without a Fight. I like the sound of that. And then finally, the last free reward is going to be the Shatter Sonic guitar. Okay. As for the items that are part of the premium side of the pass, which again you can get either through a crew membership or by paying 1,400 V-Bucks, the first is going to be the Sparklescent Aura. Very simple, but looks very clean. Can go with pretty much any skin. Then we have a Miku on stage loading screen. Then we have the front page pose. To be honest, I don't think there are any mic emotes in the game that I'm really a big fan of. And this one is no exception. It's just okay. Okay, then we have the Work Work track by Britney Spears, which is not going to play because I have copyrighted music turned off. Then we have the Synthesizer emote. Goes well with our current chapter theme of Japanese samurais and ninja. I think this is a really nice emote. It's pretty cool. Okay, then we have the Miku spray. Something just a little bit off about this art style in my opinion, but it's not bad. Okay, then we have this loading screen, which this character is supposedly a new character that was added to the game files. I'm assuming that this character will show up in the store soon enough. Okay, then we have the track Short Skirt Long Jacket by Cake. And then the Neko Miku guitar. Okay, so it has that same pink and light blue color scheme, and then the cat ears. It does have a charm at the top, which is Miku's trademark negi, or leek, which is a nice detail. Okay, then we have Miku's back bling leek to go. It has her trademark leek again, but I'm not really sure what it's wrapped up in. I'm assuming that is like a mat for like working out or sleeping or something. I'm not really sure, but kind of a strange back bling if you ask me. The color scheme again is very nice, but I'm just not really sure what it is. If you know what that is, then you can maybe let me know in the comments. Okay, then we have the Miku Bright Guitar, which is colored more in bright bomber style colors. It's got the dark blue with purple. Still has her trademark negi as a charm at the top. And I actually like these colors a lot as well. Next up is a Hypno Doberman. Not really surprised that they've added cosmetics for Doberman. He doesn't really have anything to do with Miku. Doberman was a skin that was released in the store, I think a couple of weeks ago, and I love this skin. His face is just so cute, and it's just a really, really well done skin, especially when you consider it was only 800 V-Bucks. Next, we have a J-Lo track, Love Don't Cost a Thing. Then we have Neko Miku's guitar. Again, it has her same light blue and pink color scheme, and I think it's got a really strange design. There is her trademark leek again. But the strange thing about this guitar is that the body is actually, it looks like a bag. As you can see, there looks like there's a zipper on the top, as if this were some kind of a backpack or a bag. So I think that's a very strange design. But I do like this guitar, especially when you pair it together with Neko Miku. I think it looks really nice. Again, I just love this color scheme so much. Okay, then we have the 6-string sniper emote. Okay, that's interesting. It's not bad, but not really great either. We've got another Doberman cosmetic. So this one is a spray, Dough on the Go. He looks really small here. Okay, then we have the Dark Wings Aura, which I think this looks really cool. It's got this calligraphy kind of effect to it, and then little birds or something that are flying off of it. And then of course we have the Magical Cure Love Shot, which is a song that features Hatsune Miku. So she does have one of her songs in the past. Second to last is the Digital Dream Spray. And then we have the last tier in the Music Pass, which is Neko Hatsune Miku's secondary style. So obviously this was inspired by Bright Bomber, as it has the dark blue and purple. It also has a rainbow and star. I think this looks really, really nice. One detail that I really love is how she has a boogie bomb on her belt. I think that's really cute. It really fits her style, that colorful, electronic kind of look to it. I think it fits her character perfectly. Again, I just love this skin. I'm not really sure which color scheme I prefer. The original pink and light blue, or this Bright Bomber inspired color scheme. I will probably make a preset for both different styles because I love both of them so much. So clearly these premium rewards are well worth the cost of the Music Pass in my opinion, and I actually think this is the best Music Pass we've ever had, mostly because of this Miku skin. I'll make a gameplay video of the skin soon, so be on the lookout for that. Okay, the next major part of the update was the addition of Godzilla rewards. Up until now, we were able to see this first Godzilla Evolved skin. I haven't watched any Godzilla movies in years, but it is kind of cool seeing him in the game, and some of the cosmetics are pretty nice. The first tier in the Godzilla rewards is a really sick emote of Godzilla destroying a city. Just look at that. That is awesome. Takes down a helicopter. Wow. I'm assuming that you can use this with other characters as well, which would really be interesting to see. It's going to be hilarious seeing Hatsune Miku destroy this town. So that is an incredible emote in my opinion. I think it's extremely well done. I'm looking forward to using that in game. Then we have the Godzilla loading screen, which looks pretty nice. We've got a Godzilla spray. Then we have Godzilla's exospine, which are these metallic parts that are on either side of his actual spines. I'm not sure if these appear in the movies or not. I'm assuming if it does show up in the films, then people will know what this is and appreciate it. But in my opinion, it's kind of simplistic and lackluster. Then we have the Evolved Heat Ray Wrap, which is reactive. So let's see. Okay. So yeah, when you fire the weapon, you can see actually at the base of the weapon, you can see Godzilla, and then when you fire it, it looks like he's shooting a beam out of his mouth. So that's pretty interesting. Not a bad wrap. Okay. The next tier is the Godzilla skin himself. Looks pretty nice. So the first tier of the second page is the glider Mothra. I was really surprised that Mothra was one of the characters that they decided to add, but I'm actually really glad because when I was a child, Mothra was one of my favorite characters in the Godzilla universe. So I'm glad to see that Mothra is in the game. It does look a little bit different than, I think, the typical movie depiction, maybe. Again, I haven't seen any of the recent films, so I can't say for certain, but his wings look like typical Mothra, but his body looks almost more like a bee, so I'm a little bit surprised by that. But still, I'm glad to have Mothra in the game. I'd like to see if I can find some kind of skin to run together with Mothra. I'm not sure I'm going to use Godzilla in the game, but I might be able to find some other skin to be able to run together with this glider. Okay, then we have an emoticon. Alright, then we have the Energized Exo Spine, which is the secondary style for the back bling. Instead of purple, it is now blue. Next up is the Woodblock Print Godzilla Spray. Looks really nice. So next to last, we have the Crystal Fang Pickaxe. Now, honestly, it's difficult for me to imagine Godzilla using any kind of pickaxe, but this pickaxe does look really cool, and I might be able to find some other skins also that I can use this pickaxe with. And then finally, we have the Energized Godzilla, which is the secondary style for the Godzilla skin. In this variation, he glows with a nice light blue color, and I think this looks really, really nice. So all in all, I'm not overwhelmed with the cosmetics that they've added for this Godzilla rewards, but this emote and then the Mothra glider I'm really excited about, and then I do like this pickaxe. So those are the major additions in this update, but there's one other thing that was added that I'm actually very excited about, though it might seem small to most people out there. And that's actually the ability to use instruments as back blings and pickaxes. So as I've mentioned in some of my other videos, I'm actually a professional musician when I'm not making millions of dollars on YouTube. Haha. So the ability to use guitars and other instruments in Battle Royale or other modes other than Festival is actually really cool to me. But I also think this is a positive for a lot of people out there. As I'm sure you've noticed, a lot of bundles these days are coming out with instruments included. For example, Black Cat was released together with an electric guitar in her bundle, as was Iron Spider. I also think Iron Man was released with a bass guitar, if I remember correctly. It's becoming more and more common for bundles to include musical instruments, and as a musician and also one who does enjoy Festival, I don't mind at all. But I know that a lot of people weren't happy about instruments being bundled together with skins. Well, with this change, now you can use those instruments as back blings and pickaxes. which gives them way more value, so I think this change is something that all of us can appreciate. Now that they've made this change, I am hoping more than ever that the Fender guitars come back to the shop. Sometime around March last year, Fender and Fortnite collabed and released a Fender Stratocaster and a Fender Precision Bass into the shop. Now, electric guitar is my primary instrument, and I am a Fender super fan, and nearly all of my guitars are Fender, with my primary guitar being a beautiful Miami blue Fender Stratocaster. So being able to use a blue Strat in-game is a dream for me. Unfortunately, I didn't start playing Fortnite until about 1 month after it left the shop, so I wasn't able to buy it. So it literally has been one of my most wanted cosmetics for almost a year now, and I am praying that they release it in the shop again so that I can run around Battle Royale with a Fender Strat on my back. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Some of you might have seen the video that I made about Durrr Taisho, and in that video I mentioned that even though he was released with one single style, I predicted that he would have legacy styles that would be added in a later update in the same way that they did with Lady of Cranes. Well, guess what? In this update, his legacy styles were added just as I predicted. So here we have all of the legacy styles for Durrr Taisho. So let's go ahead and take a real quick look. We don't have them unlocked yet, but we can see what we'll get over the next several months. So the first one is Avo Legacy, which clearly he's been modeled to have avocado. I'm a little bit disappointed by this. I was hoping that they would add maguro tuna or some other kind of fish, but unfortunately they went with avocado, which is not really a traditional Japanese sushi ingredient. Still, it does look okay, I guess. Then we have the Auric Legacy, which looks actually a little bit creepy to me. He's got a black tongue, and then his onigiri head is now gold. So, his clothes are okay. I like the gold and black clothes, but his head is just a little bit creepy if you ask me. Next up we have the Phase Legacy, where he turns completely a silver kind of iridescent color. Okay, well that's not terrible. Next up we have the Rhymebound Legacy, where he goes completely almost an ice blue. His tongue does look white, which is similar to a squid. So I guess we could say that's a squid tongue now, so that's interesting. And then last of all, he has the Cosmic Legacy, where his entire body, except for his eyes, I guess, have that cosmic galaxy look. Well, yeah, as I said, I am a little bit disappointed by these legacy styles. I was hoping that they would change at least his tongue to be different kinds of fish, but in the end, they chose to go with avocado, and then I guess you could say this is a squid. But that was it. And the rest of the styles, if I'm being a little bit honest, are a little bit creepy, and I think the only one that I'm going to end up running is his standard Durrr Taisho style. Okay, so that's been a quick look at the cosmetics that were added in this update. There are some other skins and things that have been added to the game files that I'm sure we'll see being released in the store. Also, I hope to do a gameplay video of Hatsune Miku. Again, I love this skin so much. Hatsune Miku does have a skin in the shop, which is her more traditional look. But honestly, I like this Neko version so much better that I don't think I'm going to be getting this one. I think this one is more than enough. So I'm going to do a gameplay video of this skin in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. I've also got some Japanese videos that I'm going to be uploading in the near future for any Japanese fans out there. And then recently I've been uploading some Marvel Rival videos. Those videos are clearly not as popular as my Fortnite videos, but if you're playing Marvel Rivals, then please do have a look at those videos as well. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Have a great day and see you soon.